G'day and welcome to part 1 of our DMG01 Game Boy restoration. Again, electronically and mechanically this unit was working perfectly fine, but we used a few different techniques to make it look its best again. You see me there just showing you that the outer screws on this unit are the ones that Nintendo often like to use, even to this day with the Switch actually. The internal screws are just Phillips head screws, but we start taking this unit apart, and look, this was taken especially good care of by its owner. I have it on good authority that he took it away and on road trips and didn't lend it to anyone, and that's represented by the fact there's no major scuff marks except for some light scratches in the screen cover. Now, this screen cover, you could quite easily notice it whilst you're playing, so we'll make an assessment on that down the line, whether or not to reuse it. Replacement ones are quite cheap and can look, just brilliant to go along with an original housing, so we'll come back to that one. But we'll still use baking soda to take out the scuffs. We're going to retrobright this, and the retrobright process is something that I've refined over the journey in this hobby, and my intention is to do a dedicated video on that, but we'll use what I think is one of the best methods. We're going to use some vinegar to deal with battery leakage. We're going to hopefully make this look better than it's looked in a long time, but let's get started with the teardown, and we'll start working through the different methods that we'll use to clean it. Enjoy!
I never knew the night could be so bright. This path could be so easy to choose. It's like the day never left for night. Light never left the shadow. If I'd known it was this easy, would have left you long before. Running faster than your demons, not yours no more. I can see it now so clearly. Should have left you so before. Running faster than your demons, not yours. Oh no, not yours no more. You told me we were right from the start. Two faces being one in the mirror. Your words sounded perfect, oh so smart. Before they turned into horror. If I'd known it was this easy, would have left you long before. Running faster than your demons, not yours no more. I can see it now so clearly. Should have left you so before. Running faster than your demons, not yours. Oh no, not yours no more. Taking what's mine, my heart's devotion. It's time to shine. My final sign, no more slow motion. I'm yours no more. If I'd known it was this easy,
just finishing up the initial cleaning and we notice how yellowed this unit really is, and we'll just fish out from the vinegar the battery contacts. So with this next portion, guys, one thing that I want to make clear is that I've had experience with these screen overlays before, that the colour behind them can get scratched off really easily. So I'm using the back side of the knife to pry away just the last little bit of glue that was remaining. It was loose when we got it, and I didn't know whether I would end up reusing this. You saw at the beginning of the video that there was pretty noticeable light scratches on the screen cover. The case itself has been really great, but the screen cover we went ahead and took off and ended up not reusing. The other thing that I'm doing right now is I'm starting with the retrobright process with warm water already as hot as it comes out of the tap on a reasonably warm day, about I think it was 28 degrees Celsius or this much in Fahrenheit. And the thing that I've learned from experience with my process, and I'll do an exclusive retrobright video on how I do this. That's 50% hydrogen peroxide, which I've gotten from gardening actually. I think the popular idea is to get hydrogen peroxide from hairdressers, which is usually, you know, marketed around that 3-6% mark, but genuine 50% hydrogen peroxide works much better at a much higher concentrate, and much better in warmer water. But what I learned, and you saw me just putting magnets, high strength magnets, to weigh down the piece that I'm putting in there, because you either want to be completely submerged in the water or not submerged at all and suspended above the water in the gases. The most efficient and the fastest way with the least amount of risk is complete submersion like this. So that's what I've gone ahead and done, and then we'll just be wrapping it up. At this point, I'll resist the urge to discuss all the different methods that we could, or alternative methods I should say, that we could be using for retrobright. But it's a funny one that it's not a new thing. It's been done by different people for a long period of time in the hobby, but it's still not a whole lot of clarity, and I hope that when I do that dedicated video will cast some light on it. So here we are outside, and this is where we'll be leaving the video today. Everything nice and submerged as we said, and hopefully going to transform into something really special. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.